Hey there, folks. We are live. Good to see some folks out there in the chat. Let's get it fired up here. Welcome to the Entertainment Outhouse. Let's get it going. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's good to see folks out there. Let us know in the chat if you are in the house. We'll shout you out. First of all, I am Cody Micheal, joined as always by Seth Ott.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. And Jared Buckendall, of course.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
man.
hey.
It feels like it's a while. It's been the normal amount of time
It's
since
been
we
a
did a
while.
live show.
It's been a while.
But instead of doing 3 shows since then, we've done about 15. So maybe that's why it feels weird. Shouts out to you guys in the chat. I see I-100 is here. Great to see you again. Dan is pretty much on brand. Shouts out to Abby Belvin, who is in the chat as well. Kyle that's my little brother. He's giving us shit. Special shout out to Kyle. He is joining us from Kuwait right now. He's just started.
Man. They have internet over there?
I guess they do. Yeah, he is on deployment. So drop some good vibes in the chat for Kyle. It is, I believe, 4 a.m. there right now.
Damn.
So, that is commitment. I love it. We, of course, are the Socially Constipated crew. You can see we've redecorated around here. We got our boy TP up here in the corner.
And it's nice and minty fresh.
It is minty. And my breath is awful right now, so this is exactly what I needed.
Typical.
Well, that's a fair criticism. I'll wear that one.
I mean, we did have the conversation yesterday about that you have it's scheduled in your calendar about brushing your teeth. So
I gotta brush my teeth at 10:03.
Yeah. Well, it's 8 o'clock a.m. is when that is. And then there's another one at, I think, 10 p.m. So I'm squarely in between those two right now. It's been a little too long, and I got a little too long to go. So this isn't the Brush My Teeth podcast.
That's tomorrow.
that was a working title for the new podcast, actually. Brush My Teeth podcast?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We were thinking the intro would also be that song from Fairly Odd Parents.
Shiny teeth and me.
Get Chris Kirkpatrick in to sing it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a slapper. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, it is a slapper. That's for sure.
If you guys are used to tuning into the former show, the SoCo show live, you might be going, fuck, I got to sit and hang out with these guys for 2 hours. Nope, we're just doing 1 hour. We are doing just the Entertainment Outhouse today. So in just a second, we are going to dive into some movie news. We're going to play a little game. And then we're going to do some reviews for you as well and get you set up for the weekend. Just a scheduling note, we were off schedule last week, back on this week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is our release schedule. Socially Constipated, Gridiron Grunts, Entertainment Outhouse. This recording here will go up as the Friday episode. So if you're joining us here, you get Friday off from listening to us. So little programming.
A free day, 3-day weekend, everyone.
You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And then you can come back for the Socially Constipated, which we recorded last night, and I think you guys will like. There's some goofy shit in there, for sure. So what's next? We're going to give away some stuff in just a second. Before we do that, we're going to be doing live shows about monthly, so you can keep an eye out for us. Make sure you're on the YouTube page, all the other socials. The place to go to keep up on everything Socially Constipated, Jared, I'm going to have you pull me up here, is sociallyconstipatedpod.com. This is the website. You'll consistently see our latest episode here, Twitter feed, and, of course, every episode is in here. Every episode also has its own page, and so you can click here, and you'll get the show rundowns, and then down below here is where you can comment if you want to join the conversation with us. So we're hoping this will be kind of a catch-all rather than looking at all the different places where folks can comment. And then if you're looking for a link to the episode, you can always click right in here, and it'll take you to our Anchor page. So make sure you go out there to the website. You can also click up here, join the mailing list.
Oh, look, he's doing
And-
handstands, everyone.
Yeah, dude, TP is very excited about the mailing list. You'll get a newsletter, which I'm actually going to be working on to go out, I hope this weekend. And it's just going to be a complete digest of kind of what's going on because we're putting a lot of stuff out. So we want to make sure you can keep up.
And if you put your email address in right there, Aerosmith's I Don't Want to Miss a Thing starts playing.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly right. Yes.
Yep.
I promise 100% and guarantee that will happen. You can click on Meet the Guys to go to our personal pages, link out to all of our socials. Want to highlight here, TikTok for JBuck Studios just hit 200,000 subscribers. Oh,
200,001.
yes. And one, yes.
Yeah.
Congrats on that, mate. If you're in the chat and you're not on JB's TikTok, go fucking do that. I don't know. You're missing out on some good stuff. Don't quit it.
Do it.
I guess.
Do it now.
Do it.
Oh, space. So don't forget to check that one out. Of course, want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. You can click the link here to go use all of them. Audible, Mathis Designs, Cornfed Wood, NPA, Anchor, and Squarespace, our newest sponsor, is where I built this mediocre website. So wanted to get that stuff out of the way right away and get into next. Last thing before we start talking movies is giveaways. We're going to be doing a couple giveaways
Giveaway.
across the show today. We're going to do a quick giveaway here, and then in the middle of the show we'll do another one, and our biggest giveaway will be at the end of the show. So hang out.
That's how you bait them into staying.
That's the idea. Yep. All this and more at the end of this week's episode. The first thing that we're going to give away, and I didn't have this properly pulled up, we are going to give away three. We're going to give away three of these things as soon as I can get them pulled up. We have, this is kind of facetious. This isn't the 100% truth, but we are going to be giving away a few stickers. You can stick these on your laptop if you want to look hip and cool. And these are going to be stickers. Let me show you guys this fucking thing. Stickers from the Iron Chic. If you want to get an Iron Chic laptop sticker and represent, we'll be doing a little bit more of these. We've worked out. It would be a lie to say it's a partnership with the Chic, but we have worked out a way to be able to use his likeness for some of our things, and so we'll be giving away some Chic stuff. Hopefully, you like this one. We are going to give away three of these right now. And let me get here. What was I going to do?
Can I enter?
Seth, you cannot enter, but we can get you one anyway. You're part of the crew, man. We are going to give away.
On a bumper.
We're going to give away 3 Chic stickers right now. 2. Here, we'll give you a little bit of look forward to Socially Constipated on Monday. Type in the comment your favorite meat. And the first 3 comments I see with a favorite meat are going to be getting an Iron Chic sticker. So go ahead and put those up in the comments. You'll understand on Monday why that was how we did this. So 3 of you are about to get an Iron Chic sticker. And then there's going to be more stuff to give away later on. So keep an eye out for that. While we wait on a couple of comments to come in so we can announce some winners, I did a lot of fast talking there for a few minutes. How are you guys doing tonight? Jared, Seth, did you have a good day?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. It was Wednesday.
It
luckily-
was a Wednesday.
I see
got a
3
few.
right in a row here.
We
We
got what do you see? Roast beef here.
Yeah, your brother has roast beef. Alex
roast
Wedgeworth
beef.
has steak, and Mike Vandenhall of Mike's Wood has chicken.
I love it. Those are our winners right now. Kyle, Alex, and Mike. I will get in touch with you after. Actually, here's what I'll ask you guys to do. Send an email to mail@sociallyconstipatedpod.com.
Oh.
So the website is up here. Just mail at the website, and just send me a quick email. Hey, I won. Don't do it if you didn't fucking win. I'll know. And we'll get in touch about getting you your sticker. So shouts out to you all. Hang around if you didn't win. and you'll have another chance to win later. Also, shouts out to Janelle Moore. By the way, brand new Anchor Wanker. We want to
Wanker.
welcome you to the club. If you don't know Janelle, we always take a drink to our new Anchor Wankers. So
Wanker.
that is about to happen here.
See, the
Anchor
more money
Wankers,
you
if you-
give us, the more and more Cody has to fuel his alcoholism, people. So
That's
make
right.
it happen.
I'm going to die young, baby.
Yum, 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 yum. Tangy.
It is tangy. Yeah, it's a nice whiskey, but goes down rough. Our Anchor Wankers, let's give them a quick
Wanker.
shout out, and then we don't need to come back to it later. Jared, do you have that, or do you need me to pull it up?
Nope.
There it is.
There they are. Here is the elite squad of Socially Constipated fans here. These folks here contribute to the show on a monthly basis. You can tell that they don't contribute to my graphic design skills, but they're kicking us $1, $2, $5 just to keep the show going and keep us, up to date on our equipment, all that stuff. So big shouts out to all of you Anchor Wankers
Wanker.
for keeping the show going. Some of you guys have been here for a long time, and we certainly appreciate that. So, whew, that was a lot of talking. Let's talk some movies instead. We're going to dive into things here, and let me look at my schedule. I think we're going to start with a little bit of game time.
Game time.
I hope I have the thing for this. Where'd it go? Oh no, vamp for me. I got to get a sounder.
Do we need to
So-
take the Sheik off our screen there?
He's
Yeah,
gone.
There we go.
shoot down.
The Sheik is gone. But yeah, those people that won the stickers, great for bumpers. And that's
Nipples.
about it. Yeah, oh yeah, wow, yeah. If you do some exotic dancing out there and you somehow can get your hands on 2 of those, you will be making a lot because Iron Sheik fans also love exotic dancers.
I know next time I go to the pool or the beach or something, I'm slapping a couple on the nips and gonna advertise the Sheik.
Yeah, that's the 2021 version of the Playboy Bunny.
That's going to be, I think I speak for everyone on the show and watching that when I say we are begging you, Seth, to do that. Post pictures. You're going to get a lot of cat calls on the beach. A lot of people are going to be yelling stuff like,
Please, show me your dick!
it's going to get, you're going to be in high demand, man. So if you want some chic stickers for your nips, stick around here. Thank you for the vamp there. I now have a sounder. We're going to get into game time with making the quota.
What's your name?
Fuck you! That's my name!
My name is Inigo Montoya.
And I quote!
Making the quota, if you don't remember, is, Seth, you're the game master. I'll let you walk us through this one. Pretty simple one.
Yeah, this one's pretty simple. Just taking a quote out of a movie. These guys will try and guess the movie. I don't know if the character... I'll say that it's related in a way, the movie is, and the quote, is related to a movie with an actor that has a movie coming out this weekend. I'll leave it at that.
The movie is The Rundown.
No. There's a lot of movie. There's a
Little
lot of
Thunder?
movie stars with movies coming out this week. So it's a big movie weekend. So it could be a lot of different stuff. But I think
Is
there's a lot. Matt Damon has a movie. The Rock has a
wow.
movie.
Okay.
Is it Dev Patel? He has the green. Is that the Green Knight? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he's not a huge star. Emily Blunt. There's some
Fuck you,
different.
he's a huge star to me, Seth.
So there's some options this week, but yeah. So this will make sense once we get there. If you need some hints, I'll give them to you. So I'll just let you guys go for the movie this week, and you guys can work together. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get it on first try.
Oh, come on.
You know who you're talking to? Get out of here.
All right.
You need to respect. You need to respect the legends here, Bubba. All right. Give us your best shot. Me and Jared, we're getting pretty good at these games. We're boys. We're just taking all the shit down. So
You got to be men to get this one, though.
Oh well. Fuck.
All right. The quote is, Gary, meet Chris. He may lack in courtesy, but he's the best martial arts expert Detroit has to offer.
Do you
Don't
have
be
an
afraid to-
idea?
Don't be afraid to drop the answer in the chat if you know it. He's the best What was it?
I'll read it again. Gary, meet Chris. He may lack in courtesy, but he's the best martial arts expert Detroit has to offer.
Ooh. Is it... Cody, I think I know what it is.
Okay, take it.
Wait, do you have a guess?
No, I was gonna.
Wait,
try
do
to
we have
start
to guess
lodging
the
it.
movie or
Just
just
the movie.
character?
Just the movie, because I don't think you'll be able to get... There's a lot of different characters
Oh
in
crap!
this. It'd be
Oh,
very
no.
hard.
Now I'm starting.
It's some
to
sort of
second
team
guess.
up. Some sort of team up movie, right?
Yeah.
Like they're building a crew of some sort.
Yeah. Is it Pain and Gain?
Mm-mm.
Oh crap! Because I was thinking because isn't The Rock in that?
Yeah.
I mean, he
was gonna
is.
Yeah.
But
and
this
then
might not
isn't-
necessarily be The Rock either. This could be a different actor.
Ah, crap.
And they might not even be in the movie, but they might be in the movie.
Well, I lost my chance. It's up to you, Bubba.
You totally fucked my brain.
I
with
know.
that hint that you were trying to give. Gary, martial arts, Detroit. Who knows?
So
if
I'll
that-
say, okay, here's a couple other hints. Came out in 2004, and this was probably the least offensive line I could find.
Whoa.
I think based on that and Alex here, do we have it with Team America World Police?
He does. Alex has it.
Oh, it is. It
Well done, Alex.
is.
This one's for you, man.
For 3 for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer.
Matt
Coming in
Dame.
clutch.
Man,
Yeah, I just said that a second ago, didn't I? And yeah, I didn't even know that the Matt Damon thing was gonna.
Yeah, you said team up too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Timo Supremo.
We might have gotten there, but I don't. The
No.
Detroit was throwing me off. I was trying to get Detroit-based movies, and I was almost certain it wasn't 8 Mile.
No,
And
Eminem doesn't have a
if it
movie
wasn't
coming. Or Mekhi
That,
Phifer.
RoboCop and Beverly Hills Cop are the only Detroit movies I know.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Rock City, that's a good one.
Maybe the movie called Detroit. That one, too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Detroit. That's a good movie actually, but not a fun one.
No.
But you know, Big Money Hustlers, that is not the answer to making the quota, but it is an excellent movie. If nobody's seen that, I got a link to that. Pornhub.com/a bunch of gobbledygook. We'll get you one of those.
Free.
Excellent film. The cinematography is fantastic on that one. Wow. So shouts out to Alex in the chat for the assist this week on making the quota.
What's your name? Fuck you. That's my name.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
And I quote.
Oof. All right. Well, hopefully you've settled in. Got a good seat wherever it is you are. If so, reach onto the back of that toilet and grab yourself a book because we're going to get into some bathroom reading.
Sitting on toilet. Sitting on a toilet.
Nicely done. I hadn't seen the graphic before. That's A+ stuff.
That there is what you get when you pay a lot of money
Yep.
for graphic
Wankers.
design.
Wankers, the graphic design budget it's improving all the time. We love it. Bathroom reading here. We're going to run down some headlines, and I want to see what you guys think of some of the things that were in the news this week. There's a shitload of headlines, so we'll cover the important ones hopefully pretty quickly and see if we can get through them all. So the first one, if you saw our thumbnail this week, you saw a couple of cool characters on there. One of those guys was Michael B. Jordan. He's got a couple cool things in the works. We have a
Creed 3.
Superman. Creed 3, of course. How could I not mention Creed 3, even though it wasn't at all part of what I'm talking about? It was announced this last week that Michael B. Jordan is going to be working with HBO on a Superman project where Superman will be black. So that's pretty fucking cool. I don't think it's been announced yet whether... Okay, they are saying... Screen Crush is saying that this is a series for HBO. And I don't think they've said that he's actually going to be playing Superman. He could end up being like a producer, but it would, to me, feel like a missed opportunity if he didn't. He should. He's already training for Creed, and he's buff as hell. So let's get this Michael B. Jordan, Black Superman. Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing, which is awesome. J.J. Abrams is on as a producer as well. I don't see a director announced here, but we'll see. Seth Jared, Michael B. Jordan, Superman. Yay or nay? What do you think of this?
I would give it a yay because personally, I just think the character is extremely boring the way it is. Switch it up, do something different, you know. Curious what kind of origin story they'll come up with, but also, you know, with I mean, I guess Wait, does Warner Brothers still own HBO?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, I thought they lost something.
Or
recently.
no, they might have just either Warner Brothers got bought by someone else or HBO. There's a new. I know what you're talking about.
Someone,
yeah.
yeah.
They're all, but they still
with
have all
them
this
doing
stuff.
the series. That's the thing that kind of has me on board because I feel like anything series wise that HBO does, there's a lot of kind of like concentrate. They want it to be good, you know. They are putting work into it. They want it to pop. If it was just a movie, then I'd be like, I don't know about this. But with it being a limited series, I think you can tell a little bit more of a story and whatnot. I guess also the confusing thing is there like 2 different projects going on at this time?
Let me correct myself. The J.J. Abrams and Ta-Nehisi Coates project is different from the Michael B. Jordan project. Theirs is a movie. Michael B's is going to be a series. So I don't know how they'll interact, but as we've started to see, everyone's getting pretty okay with there just being multiple Earths. So it could be one of those situations.
Yeah, I'll check out anything Michael B. Jordan does. I know there is like source material with a Black Superman and all that stuff too, so they can pull from that. It's not like, you know, because I think a lot of people online when they talk about Black Superman and like replacing Clark Kent or whatever, like people freak out about it. But I think most of the time people forget or don't like they just want to be mad immediately and then don't realize that they're probably going to use the source material for this because they want to separate it anyway. So that's cool. So yeah, I'm all for it. HBO Max get some good stuff on there. Keep building the properties and keep me entertained. Damn it.
I'm curious if it would be, again, I'm not too aware of the actual like source material or whatever, but I'm curious if it would take more of like not a Man of Steel route, but more of a Smallville route where it's him in his day-to-day life a little bit more than him being the actual superhero. I don't know if people would be into that. I don't know, I guess.
As long as it's not just him knocking buildings down for an hour, like whatever, give him any amount of depth and I'll be happy with that. And I liked Man of Steel. I'll say that much. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what direction they go. There's no info, no release timeline or anything like that. So we'll have to wait a while for this, but more Superman stuff coming down the pike for sure. If you don't like Michael B. Jordan, I'm sorry, but he's coming for all of the projects you like. He is, in addition to the Superman project, is also going to be acting in a prequel to the movie Training Day, which, if you don't know, that got Denzel Washington his Oscar. The King Kong It Got Shit on Me speech, of course, from Training Day. A prequel about Denzel's character is in the works, and Michael B. is attached to play a young Denzel. Now, the look aside, because they don't look unalike, but it obviously is, you know, a different type of look. I think he's even a little beefier, maybe even than Denzel was, certainly in Training Day. I love Training Day. I think it's dope. Did I need an origin story for that character? Not at all. But I'm happy to have one, especially if it's, you know, good talent that's attached. So I'm here for this. Is this something you guys are looking forward to?
I mean, couldn't John David Washington be?
John David Washington?
Yeah, couldn't he be the kid?
Wait a minute.
Or a
yeah.
prequel? Be like the.
I would be fully cranked for that. Actually,
Yeah.
I would rather have that. But I'm wondering if it's like that situation with Wyatt Russell, who's Kurt Russell's kid. There were people wanting him to play Snake Plissken in Escape from New York, and he's like, no, that's my dad's thing. So I wonder if John David Washington is like, I'm not going to play my young dad. I'm not going to build my career on that, which I can respect, but I would rather see it that way. That's a good one, Seth.
I don't know. Makes sense to me.
I don't really have much of an opinion. I've never seen Training Day, so I guess sell me on it.
Uh-oh. Cody's about I knew as soon as those words were about to come out of your mouth, Cody's going to have some sort of reaction.
Well, Training Day is going to get our retro recommend.
I'ma take you back in time.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
It's kind of an awkward sounder to do on a live show, and people are just
Usually
watching you.
Yeah, usually people aren't looking at us when we get a video. up your wankership so we can get the graphic design budget to get us
There
some
you go.
video. Training Day is it's not a super complex movie, but you get like just like tour de force, which is not a thing I say, acting from Denzel Washington. Like he earned
Tour de
this fucking
France.
Oscar.
I was
If
gonna
you
say, I
want,
think it's
like-
pronounced Tour de France.
Yeah. Well, it was that, except no one knocked him down with a sign at the beginning. He just went full. He blew through the sign and then lit it on fire as he went past it. This is maximum Denzel. There's also really good Ethan Hawke in this too. Very nice movie. It's like a small scale movie.
Well-
It's not like overwhelming, but it's fucking really good. Drop a comment in the chat if you like Training Day, because Jared, you got to go see that. I'd put this on your homework list if we were still doing that segment.
Maya Hawke could play the early
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke in that one too. That's perfect.
Wow. Yeah, just bring in everyone. You know what? That's what Hollywood should do. They should take all of their offspring and just remake the movies. And like example, like, you know, that would be a woman in that role. Don't explain it at all. Just keep it the same.
Or just put like a fake mustache on her.
Yeah,
and that's
put
it.
fake like really bad facial hair and stuff. Oh man, I would so be in for that.
I would see that. The name's Jake too, so it'd be funny. Everyone would be like, "Hey, Jake," and she'd be like, "Hey, I'm Jake."
I'm Jake.
It would be kind of funny.
The name's Jake.
Alex loves Michael B. in the Space Jam movie. I would agree. It was a
Spoilers.
joke I saw. It was a joke
Oh,
that
yeah.
I saw coming, but it was funny as hell. I laughed at that. And yeah, you can yell spoilers. I don't think anyone's too worried about Space Jam spoilers. Michael B. also involved,
They call
Mr.
that a
I-100 pointing
goaltend.
out, involved in the Static Shock movie, which is going to be fucking awesome. Static Shock.
Dude, hell yeah. Let me see that manhole cover fly around the city.
I'm glad you finished that with the cover.
I was going to say, I thought you were just looking for some that's a different cover.
That's nasty.
That's the
Take that
after
too.
show, people. The
Yeah,
Patreon
but-
only after show.
Oh man, I can link you guys to some videos if that's what you're into. Speaking of Denzel, let's switch gears here. He is going to be. This isn't like a crazy story. We don't need to spend a ton of time on this, but The Tragedy of Macbeth is a movie coming out. That's going to be Denzel's next one, and he's going to be starring as Macbeth. I've never seen a Macbeth adaptation like at all, and so if my first one is going to be with Denzel, I'm very pumped for this. You guys Shakespeare fans at all? Are you going to go watch this for the Denzel of it? Frances McDormand is playing Lady Macbeth.
Ooh.
Corey Hawkins is here as well. So it's a nice little cast based on the play, so it could have that stage play look. Sound like something interesting to you, or are you passing on the Shakespeare element?
Yeah,
I'll probably
me
check
and-
it out with that cast and stuff. I mean, I'm going to go see a movie about a fucking pig and Nick Cage this weekend, so I'll see
Hell
anything, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say me and Billy Shakes. We go back quite a while. I'll
Billy
see it.
Shakes.
Yeah, Billy Shakes, man. We're tight. Where out thou, Romeo?
Homies.
Homios.
Homios, there we go.
Yeah, because it hasn't isn't Fences also another situation where it was a stage play and then it went into a movie?
Yeah.
So I think that he's kind of like attaching himself with a lot of these projects. So we'll see.
They're really meaty acting roles, and so if he's trying to get a couple Oscars, this is the way to do it. So that film is going to open the New York Film Fest in a couple of months. So we could see.
Oh,
that
it's
one
already
picked up
done?
and put out. Yeah, it's like in September, I think, is that Film Fest. So that's
They
coming
probably,
out.
with it being probably like a play, they were able to film it pretty easily during COVID.
Yeah, that could have been the case. What do we got next here? Let's go to this one because this is a fun. I don't want to miss this one. We have news, Jared, of.
You all right?
I didn't see this. Yeah, if you're fine, then I'll see this one.
Why? What did it sound like to you?
He's trying to reenact that scene in Willy Wonka when the fizzy lifting drinks.
Oh God,
I start
you
floating.
do look like
Grandpa
Joe.
Grandpa Joe.
Oh my God.
Burp Charlie.
That mother trucker could walk the whole time and was
Yeah.
just laying in bed. Gets up,
Lazy
starts
fuck.
dancing right when Charlie
Yeah, what
is
the
like,
fuck?
"Hey, Grandpa, you want to go to this chocolate factory?"
Yeah.
That is grade A asshole right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is, and that's a whole that they laid in that. Who knows how long they were in that bed?
The
I'm
pissy
gonna get
bed.
sidetracked on Willy Wonka. Zack Snyder it came out with Army of the Dead earlier this year. And I was really surprised by this news, Jared, because I think maybe not in the way we thought, but we might be getting our Snyderverse after all.
We are. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse, people. You tweeted it out, you're getting it. So Army of the Dead, literally, 2 months ago, I think it was?
That was over a year and a half ago. Isn't that crazy how time...
That was 1975.
You know what? If you were to tell me that, I'd believe it.
I know.
I would believe it. So it's insane, kind of the turnaround, because there's already a prequel movie called Army of Thieves. They just put out the trailer a couple days ago that this is coming out this fall. So I'm assuming 2-3 months.
In an animated series, too, that's coming out.
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be 2. No, I know there's at least 1 animated series. Basically, they're going crazy on Zack Snyder. I don't know if it's just going to be this realm of thieves, like army of whatever. But the first one, obviously, they're stealing money in a zombie apocalypse. This one looks like it's a prequel with the Dieter character over in Europe somewhere doing another bank heist while the first movie is sort of kind of happening. So I don't know, man. I think Netflix is kind of getting these big names and doing some weird things, letting them play, essentially. That's kind of what I think they're doing is like, oh, Zack Snyder, you want to come over here to our house? We have whatever's in the fridge, man. Take it. It's fine.
In the fridge is fucking $20 billion.
Yeah.
Unlimited budget. Do whatever you want. Yeah.
So I think that he's just kind of getting to do what he wants to do. I don't think he's directing this one. I think he's just producing it. But he's kind of in charge of this overall Snyderverse. Plus, I think they've kind of got him reeled in for future projects, so we'll see what he does over there. But this might be a little off topic, but did you guys see that Netflix is trying to get Christopher Nolan now?
Are
No.
Yeah, they I guess one of the head honchos at Netflix came out, and they're like, we're going to do whatever we can to get him. We've had talks with him. And with what WB did, was it WB?
Warner, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of burnt him with Tenet, so...
Yeah.
We'll see. I know he's against streaming, but we'll see. If someone gave me $300 million to do whatever I wanted, you bet your ass I'm there.
Yeah. That would be... Yeah, he likes the theater, so they would need to get him into the theaters, but unlimited budgets for these cats.
It doesn't seem like Netflix has a problem putting stuff in theaters. Army of the Dead was in the theater. Fuck, we saw Bo Burnham last week, and that was in the theater. So, I mean,
there's been a lot of Netflix stuff recently that's been shoved into the movie theater.
It was funny, though, like, when we were at Bo Burnham, the Netflix, like, the dun-dun thing went off, and people started laughing, because, like, you're used to that at home or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, we saw Jared and I saw The Irishman in theaters a couple of years ago. Spent 3 days in there. Brought some blankets and some pillows, cot, so we could
saw some stuff, man. That was a long day.
Yeah.
Month. I don't know. I'm curious what Netflix has in store for some of these bigger players in the game, but with their turnaround rate, that's the biggest thing, because I was thinking we'd get something connected to this maybe a year from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if this is a situation where they made them both right away, or... Well, no, the actor... There's one actor that crosses over. I was going to say, I wonder if it was just another movie and they Cloverfielded it into the thing, but it doesn't... No. I don't think that is what happened here.
They got all this money.
Huge... what do you want them to do with it?
It's fucking finish Glow. That's what I need them to do with it. They filmed 3 episodes of the last season of it, and they're like, nope. Never mind. COVID happened. You spent all this money on these fucking animated series and all these Zack Snyder movies and all these random, dubbed movies. Like, hey, just let them finish Glow, okay? Win a couple more Emmys.
I had a conversation about that with someone recently, and I was just thinking, like, this is pretty simple how business works. Okay, you see how much it cost, how much it made, how many people watched it. But I'm curious how they're making these decisions, because from what I had heard, Glow was amazing, people were loving it, but maybe it was too expensive, you know?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Like, I would love to see how they're picking these.
They filmed the majority of that in, like, probably some sort of soundstage with a ring, like, or in the back, like they created a backstage.
So that wouldn't be that's nothing then.
And there wasn't Mark Maron and Allison Brie and Betty Gilpin were the biggest actors, and they're not commanding, millions of dollars per episode. I think that has a following and won Emmys. Like, people won Emmys on the show. So I think that was just a matter of, like, they panicked when COVID broke out, and all the actors went off and have done other stuff and probably are signed on to other stuff. So they'll probably never finish it.
I think this is, surprising as this may be, and as impossible as this sounds, there probably just wasn't as big a following as we think. Like, everyone we know loves it, and yeah, it won Emmys, but if the numbers weren't there, like, there's a reason they made 3 kissing booth movies, and it's not because it was critically well received. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just that we have an inflated assumption of how many people are watching it.
I don't think so.
We never know. Netflix doesn't share that.
They finished out Atypical though, and no one I know watched that one, and I didn't see anything online. Whereas with Glow, I would see stuff on Twitter just generally with people on there commenting about it, and I follow people who are in Atypical and stuff, and I follow people who are on Glow, and I didn't see anything for Atypical. And maybe that show was a little cheaper to make, but I mean, I don't want to turn this into a Glow podcast, but I don't know.
Welcome back to the Glowcast.
I honestly think that one was a casualty of COVID, because if there wouldn't have been COVID, they would have finished it. It was just one of those things where COVID broke out. They had no clue what to fucking do about production at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and who knows with the scheduling? Maybe they were running up against some impossible shit. If you're bringing shit back, The Get Down, please bring back The Get Down. I know I was the only person in America that was watching that, but it was really fucking good. Bring back The Get Down. Netflix, they're doing it. I give these guys as much money as they want. I'm not even a Zack Snyder fan, but if you just said, we gave Zack Snyder an unlimited amount of money and this is what he did, I'm going to that fucking movie. I'll do the same thing for Chris Nolan. The James Gunn thing, I'm not even a fan of James Gunn, but I'm going to go see the Suicide Squad movie because I heard they told him do whatever the fuck you want, and there's an 80-foot tall starfish. So, like, that's the kind of shit I want to see. Let these guys get creative. So I'm here for the Snyderverse.
One thing I wanted, because, again, we were talking about Netflix and how people watch certain things and whatnot. Mr. I-100 brought something in here and said that Manifest has been trending on Netflix, which is true. Everywhere, every time I turn on, it's like, Manifest, watch Manifest.
Unbelievable.
Apparently, it's gotten so many numbers that they're teaming up with NBC to do another season.
This is not the first time this has happened with Netflix, where there's a show on
and
that
it
comes on
becomes
Netflix.
a thing.
Yeah, that was already canceled previously on a network, and then Lucifer is a big one. And now Manifest, which apparently is like a ripoff Lost, but and it got canceled on NBC because some people, like, there was a somewhat of a following, but like critics fucking bombed it. I think, from what I remember.
I think it's the Kyle's referencing the OA in there also, which is like, it's culty. I think like people who like it fucking love it. And Manifest sounds interesting to me. It feels like the blip from the MCU, but in real life. I think that's basically the idea. So I could get into this, but Netflix, it seems like if they're fan service the app, I'm fine with that. Like, that's cool with me.
Man, imagine you're on a show, it gets canceled, and you're like, man, this is awful. Like 2 years later, Netflix blows it up, and you're like, hey, you want a job again? It's like, what?
And we're going to pay you Netflix money instead of NBC money.
Oh, that's way more money.
They also continued a bit of Breaking Bad through Netflix too, like with the El Camino and stuff.
Netflix continues down its role of fan servicing us. 2 of the newest that were just announced Netflix series, a Pokemon live action series. So I think they're coming off the success.
Gotta catch them all. Pokemon.
Name that Pokemon. If they bring back
it's
the
Pikachu.
I think people would be pretty stoked. Based, I think, from the success of Detective Pikachu, they're going to do the live-action Pokemon thing. And to completely go in the opposite direction, a Chucky Child's Play series is also in the works at Netflix. Jared,
I am your buddy.
Where do you end up net of these 2 pieces of news? I know you love Pokemon and hate Chucky. Where are you standing on these 2?
I say we scrap the one with the little bastard child puppet that's murdering people. We put that in the trash, get rid of all the money, and put it more into Pokemon. So then we get season 2, and we get the Kanto region, and we're getting even more Pokemon, and bringing another 100 Pokemon. That's crazy. So many Pokemans. Then we go to the next season. Oh my gosh. No, this is the Pokemon I'm really on board for, because Detective Pikachu, if I was a 10-year-old, I would have busted a nut that first time in my life watching that movie. Unfortunately, I did not watch it.
You'd have been forever known as Jizzy Jared by all your friends.
Yes. My starting Pokemon would definitely have been a Squirtle then.
Oh no.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
I think that this is like the Pokemon thing I'm pretty excited for, because if they do it right, they have multiple seasons, and like each part is like going through the 8 different gyms or whatever. I'm curious about this Chucky thing though, because isn't Sci-Fi doing something? And they're
There's
like
a bunch of stuff.
There's a bunch of people that are on board, like diehard Chucky fans, that are really excited for what they're doing over there.
I think the Chucky like sci-fi one might be a continuation of like the old school series.
The actual one,
Yeah.
Okay. And
I
then
liked
this
the
one-
newer one.
Yeah, which is I think diehard fans didn't like the new one, but casual or people that have never
Yeah.
seen it did like this one. So
Yeah.
I'm curious what they'll do with it.
Because the OG one was like a doll is possessed, whereas the new one was like there's a fucking guy who's mad at the company he works for and decides to change the programming and stuff. I enjoyed it. If they had more continuation of that, I'd watch it. I don't know. Pokemon, I will never. I haven't cared about since it came out. I
'Cause
will continue to not care
You guys had
about it.
deprived childhoods. You did not have.
You didn't have
Pokemans.
Nickelodeon, goddammit! Don't
Yeah,
be
but I
talking to
had
me about
I had
goddamn
Pokemon,
childhoods.
baby. No, that's basically why I love Pokemon. I didn't have anything else growing up, so
You just stared at your cards
keep
all
this.
day.
Yeah, I did, man. all day long, I'm moving them around, organizing them.
I was big into that too. I had them.
Yeah.
Did you have your front page with like
All green or
your-
something.
Your Venusaur Blastoise
Oh yeah,
Charizard?
I still do.
Yeah.
I still
You
do.
gotta
I
have
could go
that.
get the book in my room, peoples.
Dude, fuck it. Stay tuned for the after show. We're gonna do
Yeah.
that, and we're gonna watch Pornhub in the after show. So make sure you guys come back for that. There's a chance I missed on the Netflix thing. I may be talking about the sci-fi one, but there is Chucky, and Pokemon. I'm almost certain is Netflix. So a couple new series.
Quick thing, Mr. I-100. Yeah, WB or Warner Brothers, they had it, but I think they sold the rights or somehow something lapsed or whatever.
Yeah.
So now Netflix, again, Netflix is going after these kind of bigger properties now that have weight and name, because all of the actual like anime or animated Pokemon is on Netflix right now. So
Yeah, I think that's probably the move for them though. Is now because like
Yep.
they have a good amount of original properties, but they still they need the name brand like recognized properties too, in order to compete with HBO and Disney, which is all licensed properties. Actually, except for HBO does do a lot of original stuff too. But
Disney,
I mean,
though, 100%. It's just
Yeah.
everything you grew up with done again.
exactly, which I'm okay with. I'll keep watching. But yeah, I think this is probably the right move for Netflix. I don't give two shits about the Pokemon series, but I get why they're doing it. So I'll let you review it, Jared, and tell me about it.
And tell you how good it is, and then you're going to have to watch it.
No.
Yep.
You got Fan Service, the app is Netflix. You have Reboot, the app is Disney. And you have Actual Good Stuff on HBO. So those are the apps if you need to break down. Seth, we'll do one more quick piece here. Bringing back a series that I know you were a fan of way back in the day. I don't know who's making this, but it's in that reality show vein that I know you're such a fan of.
Yeah, the Surreal Life is coming back, which I used to watch all the time. Like Mini-Me peeing in the corner, one of the best moments in TV history. I don't. Let me see if I can find it quick here.
There was also the
it is
celebrity
VH1
baseball
again.
game where
What's
they
that?
played each other, their lookalikes in the baseball game.
Was that when Jose Canseco was on? I think that was the same season with Mini-Me, actually. Vern Troyer, R.I.P. Vern. But no, this is VH1 again, so they're bringing it back. I will be watching. The cast, though, is pretty interesting. Dennis Rodman is going to be on. I don't know who this is. August Alsina. Not very familiar with that. Tamar Braxton, who I believe is on Celebrity Big Brother. I don't know who Kim Coles is. C.J. Perry, who's also known as Lana in the WWE. Manny Mua. I don't know who that is. Stormy Daniels is on.
What?
Yeah. And
Oh
the
my
best,
gosh.
the headliner.
Who's
the
the headliner?
Malcolm himself, Frankie Muniz.
No way. From Big Fat Liar? Oh my gosh.
You're not the boss of me now.
Easily the best WandaVision callback was the Malcolm in the Middle one.
Oh, yeah.
This has just enough cast that I'm not going to watch it, let's be honest. I might watch some clips. Dennis Rodman and Frankie Muniz hanging out, I'm like, that gets me in the door.
If they need to. Where I discovered Gary Busey was, I think he was on Surreal Life, and then also was on Celebrity Fit Club, which I used to love back in the day too, where they'd have celebrities lose weight, make them not eat and stuff. And Gary Busey's on there, and that's when he was doing a lot of his like crazy fucking sayings, like the fart, F-A-R-T, feeling erectile transmission. That's a good one.
Oh my gosh! Wow, love the Buseyisms.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, the Surreal Life. There is no shortage of trash. If you thought like trash reality TV was on its
the
way out,
best.
you are fucking wrong. Like
Yeah.
Netflix is making a name of itself with like
Sexy Beasts.
HBO. Sexy Beasts just came out. HBO has Fuckboy Island. Is coming
Is that
out.
a real thing?
Okay,
No, dead seriously.
I've seen that
It's
on
like-
our rundown. What is that?
It's a show. Nikki Glazer is hosting it, the comedian, and it's basically I don't know if it's a bunch of guys and a bunch of girls, but there's at least a bunch of guys, and like half of them are players, and they don't tell you which ones, and so you have to like identify the fuckboys in the thing. Which I was gonna shit on it, but that sounds kind of fun, like that I say it out loud. So like maybe I'll watch it. I think it comes out tomorrow, Thursday.
Oh wow.
So, Fuckboy Island is out there. Too Hot to Handle gets ratings. Fucking Love Island, all that stuff. So. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but reality TV is
cheap
is
to
here
make, I
stay.
guess.
I'll just hit a couple of these and we'll get to our reviews, and we'll have to do those quickly. Obama HBO documentary coming out August 3rd, so keep an eye out for that one. Jordan Peele announced Nope, his next project. There's no information on it besides the poster, but I am still cranked for that. I think it's coming out next year.
What are you talking about? We had that conversation off air, and I broke down the whole movie from the poster to you. Remember?
That's right. I forgot about that. There are 10,000 Easter eggs in the poster. The entire plot is there, if you can unwind it. Marvel fans are going to have fun with that one. The Boys, which is in its third season of filming right now, put out an episode of their new spinoff on YouTube. So you can go find that one. I don't know much about it, but it's in the Boys universe spinoff, episode 1, I believe.
What universe?
Netflix. I think it was The Boys. Boys. Boys.
I can't wait until season 3 comes out, so then we have to review it.
Dude, there's gonna be a lot of it.
Boys.
Yep.
I won't get rid of the sounder. I know I need to do that at least. Last piece of news here, and I apologize if I'm stealing someone's one more thing here. A little bit of a somber news. Bob Odenkirk, hospitalized this week, collapsed on the set of Better Call Saul. Just sending some good wishes his way. I don't know what the issue was medically or something, but
A little bit of news came out like
Stable.
about an hour ago. He's in stable condition now. He's conscious again. Some sort of heart issue. Should be okay. But yeah, definitely scary. They were out in Albuquerque, and obviously, like right now, the whole fucking country is on fire with how hot it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sure he was overheated and may have had like a heart issue that got kind of triggered by that. He hasn't come out and said anything yet, but his family and some reps and stuff have come out and said some stuff. So, yeah, I mean, definitely sad. I was looking at my phone periodically today, and every time I opened up Twitter and saw his name, I was really nervous. I was going to see some bad news because it was like normally with this stuff, like with Kevin Smith, when that happened with him, he put a video out within like a couple hours after getting the stent put in. And so with Odenkirk, I'm like, fuck, it's been almost 24 hours, getting towards 24 hours. It's like, that's not good. But it sounds like he's doing okay. So hopefully speedy recovery and can finish out Better Call Saul. And I guess the one good bit of news is that I know we're getting a season 3 or the final season sometime soon because they're filming it right now. So that's good.
Yeah, best wishes to Odenkirk, and hopefully he's able to make a full recovery. We're going to wrap up bathroom reading in just a second, but first, we're going to do another giveaway. One giveaway now, one right at the end of the show. Comment your favorite Pokemon in the chat. Jared's going to pick his favorite one, and one person is coming away with a sticker out of this one. So
I think Alex has the best Pokemon there. Clerks 3. That's the
Ooh,
best.
yeah.
trash
That's in Gen
Pokemon.
4, I believe.
Doesn't even have any good moves.
It doesn't
but I am
evolve
excited
into
to watch that
anything,
movie.
The one thing he is, though, he's not supposed to be there today.
That's right. Not supposed to have it. Comment your favorite Pokemon. We're going to pick a winner in just a second. We're going to wrap up our bathroom reading for the week right there.
Sitting on the toilet. Now flush.
Supposed to do that
And
before you
that's
flush,
gonna-
Jared.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
you got to... Yeah, there's nothing
I'll
about
give a nice
wiping
courtesy
anyway,
every now and then.
There you go. Yeah, you're gonna need that. Just make sure you flush it. That's a little bit of a spoiler for next episode. But we're gonna roll right into our reviews. We're gonna give you a few quickies from last week that we saw.
Mom, what do you think?
I hated it.
Let's start here with the new M. Night Shyamalan offering. This was Old. And Shyamalan, up and down over the course of his career, depending on how much of a fan you are. I'm a Shyamalan fan, I will say. Even some of his bad movies, I think are entertaining, even though they're not necessarily good. Old is, of course, the story of this family that finds themselves on a beach where they rapidly age. And over the course of a day, you can go through essentially 50 years of a lifetime. Yeah, I see you petting that guy. This one has a couple stars in it, but there's a big cast. And this did not get favorable reviews. There was a lot of question marks. I think that a lot of the criticism here is warranted. I think the writing here is incredibly clumsy and the acting even
So
more
bad.
No.
It is.
Some of those lines are terrible.
He's got a knife.
Yeah, that was insane. He's fucking stabbing a guy. Pause for 15 seconds. He's got a knife.
It's borderline. It's
Cut,
borderline.
cut. You're not supposed to read the direction of the scene.
He walks out of the cavern. No, it was awkward. It was borderline awkward. It was over the borderline awkward like most of the time. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the themes. I enjoyed the setting of it. It was an interesting thought experiment. I loved all that stuff. But the writing, the acting were so distracting. I have a hard time calling this a good movie, but I liked it. Did that distract you guys enough to say that this was a negative review for you?
I think Jared and I talked about it when we were driving back from it. We both pointed out several lines that were completely terrible. But the story itself and the like you said, the idea of it, I was entertained the whole way. Did I laugh at some of the terrible dialogue? Absolutely. But I wasn't expecting fucking I don't know. I wasn't expecting some Oscar movie out of this or something. No, it's M. Night Shyamalan. He puts himself in half this goddamn movie. I don't expect a good movie out of it. But I thought the quote unquote twist was cool. I liked the ultimate resolution in it. I was along for the ride the whole way, and there's some fucking bomb actors in this movie too. Alex Wolff, the girl from
Mackenzie.
Yeah, Thomasin McKenzie, who is incredible and is going to win an actress someday, or Best Actress Oscar someday.
One quick thing on Thomasin McKenzie: save yourself half an hour of real awkwardness, and I'll just tell you, she's 18 before this movie films. And you'll know when I say why I said that when you go watch it. It's gonna save you some awkward mental gymnastics to know that going in. Just fair warning.
And then there's another girl who is on the beach with them, and she was in Sharp Objects. She was the Amy Adams' sister in Sharp Objects. She's an incredible actress too. So there's great talent, but some of the lines they're forced to say in this are just hoofda.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think Seth, you and I we watched it together. We had similar thoughts. Yeah, the writing I thought was just blech. I had a good time. One thing that did stick out to me, I'm curious, Cody, if it bothered you, but the way certain camera movements and just the very close up, and I'm like, dude, let's back it up. I gotta see what's going on this beach. Instead, it's just what is going on over there? And it's no, move back.
The cinematography looked I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it didn't look like an experienced cinematographer. They were either trying to subvert the fucking art by giving you weird, busted angles, or someone didn't know what they were doing. And I couldn't tell which that's not a positive for me. But I know what you're talking about.
Also, any movie, I'm sorry, but any movie where any person is eating a handful of cold macaroni salad out of their hand, I'm instantly disgusted. Just don't.
Yeah, that
do
was gross.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, we don't like that.
I can't stand just that stuff in general on a fork. But if you're putting it,
And they had raisins in it. There's a bunch of white people on the beach.
Don't put raisins in there, people.
Ugh, we don't like that. So Old, mixed reviews, but I think we liked it. There's stuff that is gonna be what, but ultimately I think it's
not his worst movie, but not his best either.
Oh, I saw a couple clips recently of The Happening, and I have got to watch that movie.
No,
old man, or where he's talking to the old woman. He's like, no, I swear I wouldn't.
No.
We gotta run away from this wind.
the gap between the worst thing in Old and the best thing in Old is massive. There were a couple things in Old that I was like, whoa, that's dope.
Oh yeah. Here's a good thing, Mr. I-100. I absolutely agree. Certain nighttime scenes, couldn't tell what the hell was going on. Way too dark. I've noticed that with a handful of projects recently. Just turn a 1-watt light bulb on, or give them a flashlight, or do something, because I don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for Old. You can go see it in the theater. I'd recommend seeing it, but just know going in, there's going to be a little bit of awkwardness. Feel free to laugh at some of that. We go now to Snake Eyes. Did either of you hear this or watch this?
I did not. Sell me on it.
Okay. I'll be quick on it. It's fine. There's some pretty cool combat in it. They didn't reinvent the wheel. I imagine I probably missed out on some G.I. Joe references that would have been cooler. But I think Henry Golding is charming enough, but I don't think they give him enough to do besides the combat. So go to this if you want to see some cool fucking ninja fighting. There's not a lot of extra depth. So, and that was fine for me. I just went for ninjas fighting. So, if that's what you want, this is a recommend. Just don't set high expectations for them adding a bunch of depth to the character that I'm pretty sure doesn't even talk in G.I. Joe. So, yeah, it was fine.
I got two questions for you. Did you ever see the first G.I. Joe where they're fighting on the side of the cliff with the swords and stuff?
Yeah.
Was there anything similar, like action-wise, to that?
They had a couple big set pieces. There's a highway scene where they're fighting on a car. That's pretty cool. There's a couple things. Nothing at that scale, I would say.
Okay.
Mr. I-100's referencing the shaky cam. That was kind of tough. The way that they shot the action was kind of weird at certain points, but the fight choreography I liked. And there's just, cool ninja moves throughout the whole thing. So no, not gonna win any Oscars, but if you think you want to see this, go. Like, it's not one to avoid. But
and then my second question is, does someone give Henry Golding, because he's the Snake Eyes person, right? Did anyone give them like eyes, and then he was talking to them, but then found out that like they had donated their eyes to him like last Christmas or anything like that?
It wasn't that. Actually, you know what? It is pretty much that on the nose. They do, like every origin movie fucking has to do, they give you a really clear reason for that name. And I thought it was pretty lame myself. It wasn't Last Christmas lame, but it's close. That's one you got to get behind, but it happens right away.
I mean, Last Christmas was a fun time at the theater because I really wanted to see if they were going to do it and make that movie into it, or make the song into a movie, and by God, they did.
Jesus. Wow. So Snake Eyes is out now. I saw it in IMAX. It's pretty fun. It's big and loud. So
Snake IMAX.
Snake IMAX. Let's burn through a couple more reviews here. We'll try not to hang over our time by too much here. Jared, this is Netflix, a series, and they put out, I'll continue until you seem like you know what I'm talking about, second season of a show looking into the history of some of the films that we like, and I think you watched this.
Yeah. It was
okay.
yeah. At first, I'm like, I don't know what I watched last week. The movies that made us. So they did originally a 4 kind of episode run. I think each episode's about 45 minutes of like Dirty Dancing, a few other ones like that. But this time they released some really fun ones. Again, it's kind of a 45-minute to an hour look behind the scenes, kind of talking how these big movies like Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, Pretty Woman, and Forrest Gump. Like, those are the 4 in this second season.
Ice cream.
And it's so interesting. Like, those are iconic movies, right? Like, everyone's probably seen at least one of those 4. And then you just find out that these barely even got made. No one wanted to see Forrest Gump because, for example, like Rain Man had just come out. And they're like, well, the market for that is already over and done with. But then it's just a bunch of kind of... It's so interesting Hollywood, basically, is what I'm saying, because Pretty Woman was done by Disney at that time, but they did it under another name, and it's like, wow, Disney just put out a hooker movie,
Was it Miramax?
Yeah, that's who I think it was. I think that was one of the first movies that they did a split off of and created, like, did that or whatever. So if you're any fan of movies and just love movies, I guess. Go and watch
Movies.
this. If anything, spot watch, because I was talking to my sister and I was like, watch the Back to the Future one. I know maybe Jurassic Park's not going to click with you, or maybe Pretty Woman, or any of them, but it's so interesting to kind of see, especially Back to the Future, where if you didn't know, they shot a lot of the movie and then replaced the main actor, which they even talk about in depth here, which is even because they're like, no one's ever done this before, and it's insane that movie turned out the way it is. So check that out on Netflix, The Movies That Made Us. I think season 2. I think they did season 1. There's a Christmas few episodes, and then this season 2. But there's 2 more seasons coming in the next couple years. So yeah, stay tuned, peoples.
Dope. I love this. I think I watched the Die Hard episode from season 1. It's cool. They do a good job with these. So go check those out. Watch the movies you like on that one. Seth, you and I both saw this, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here. We got a documentary about the life and times of Anthony Bourdain. I really enjoyed this one. It's called Roadrunner, and I didn't know a lot about Bourdain, so I learned a lot from this, and I thought it was really well made and cool, and informed me about some stuff I didn't know. So I gave this a thumbs up. What were your takeaways?
Yeah, I agree with you. I enjoyed it too. I didn't know a whole lot about him. Obviously, we from a couple years ago knew that he had mental health issues and unfortunately committed suicide and stuff like that. And so that's a part of the movie. A big chunk of it though is celebrating him and talking about how much he a lot of the good he did and how much he influenced people and how much joy he brought and all that stuff. I think they would be remiss not to talk about the mental health stuff though too. It was really interesting to see, like, because it goes through different stages of his life as like someone who was just working as like a line cook and moved all the way up and then moved into becoming famous and then had a family and then lost basically left his family, like all this different stuff. And you could see almost just through all this footage they have him, because his life has been recorded from the moment he got famous until like now, or not now, but when he passed away. And you could almost see the progression of like when certain times of his life when he looked happier and like he looked healthy, and then the times when he wasn't happy, and like you could see not even just aging but like the look on his face and his happiness. So that was really it was definitely sad to see, but it was also just like kind of in a way informative. It's like there are signs you can see. Obviously, if you don't see someone every day, you can't really tell, but if you kind of look it over the span, you can kind of see like when someone's struggling. So that was interesting, but 100% recommend if you don't know who he was really, other than kind of service level like Cody and I think you'll be entertained and really, really come to appreciate Anthony Bourdain. And if you do know him, I think there's still stuff to learn. And I think there's people in my screening who loved the guy and we're crying and laughing and all kinds of stuff. And from what I've seen, because I was trying to go to this movie since it came out, but I just kept pushing it off. Every screening that I was looking at and like switching seats with and all that, people were going to this like crazy. Like maybe not full theaters every time, but there's at least probably like 10 to 15 people in every showing of this. So again, people love the guy, and I think that's it's cool to see people continuing to go 2 weeks after this came out. So I would say definitely check it out. It'll probably be on HBO Max because it's a Max original movie that for whatever reason isn't on HBO Max. But
weird.
Whenever it comes out in there, probably down the road. If you don't want to check it out in the theater, I would 100% recommend seeing it.
Yep, agreed. It's awesome. And they get candid. That's the thing about him and about the movie itself, is it's honest. Like they're not sugarcoating stuff. And some of the stuff, especially toward the end, was refreshing how candid.
I think they take stuff from I think they rip like his audiobook into it too, which is pretty so he narrates a lot of it through his audiobook, which is really interesting too.
Well,
but the guy who directed it did Won't You Be My Neighbor, which is one of the best documentaries in the last decade.
So I got a question. So I listened to another podcast. They said this was some behind the scenes stuff, but they essentially deep faked his voice to read those certain emails or excerpts. So did that? Was it something that maybe turned you off, where you're like, whatever?
Me.
Okay. I would have never noticed. I thought it was his audiobook.
Yeah.
I think they maybe went in and took everything that he talked on TV and made a computer voice essentially, which That's crazy.
If they did that, it worked, because that fooled me. Maybe people who are more familiar with him would have known that, but it's good, man. It's good. And it's about a suicide. It's not as depressing as you might think. It's uplifting at points. But it is interesting to see kind of what changes for him over time. So Roadrunner is a big thumbs up. So go and check that one out. Jared, can we push this last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just say it. There's a Netflix movie. I think it was like #1 trending. I had no clue what it was. Turned it on. I had a good time with it. It's called Blood Red Sky. Essentially, not snakes on a plane, but vampires on a plane.
Oh, no.
So if you're
Get the
sold
fuck
there,
out. What?
check it out. Yeah.
Robert Pattinson's just sitting in the back. And they're like, he's like, what do you?
Basically,
I'm not a real vampire. I'm an actor.
Hey, can I play baseball? I'm sparkling back. Right?
Oh my god. Well, now I wish we hadn't saved that one for last, because we could do a half an hour on this fucking.
Well, if one of you guys watches it over the next week, we'll talk about it next week, or I'll talk more in depth. That's what we call a teaser in the biz, peoples.
There we go. I hope you're titillated with that one. Jared, before we wrap up reviews for the week, did you pick a winner on our Pokemon a second?
Yeah, only 2 people threw some Pokemon names in there. Charizard was used by a couple people. Personally, I think that's a very overused one. Everyone's going to know who Charizard is. So, I mean, I hate to do it because I don't like the guy. I'm going to have to give it to Kyle here for Snorlax. Because, again,
There you go, man.
great Pokemon.
I hate the guy.
He does suck
But
ass.
he's staying up and he should be sleeping just like Snorlax. So there, I see it. So boom.
There you go, man.
Look at that.
Bada boom.
Bada boom.
Kyle, you're going home with did Kyle get a sticker earlier? You might be getting 2 stickers, Kyle. That's what you get for
Do
participating.
the nips, Kyle. I'm
Didn't he?
telling
Yeah,
you.
He can go out and get a tan.
Dude,
Put
Nip
him right in the
Squad.
nips.
We are out here with the nips. We got Old, Snake Eyes, Roadrunner, The Movies That Made Us, and Blood Red Sky. All getting some recommends of various degrees. So that's what we got for reviews this week.
Mom, what do you think?
And Jared, let's take a look at the weekend to come. We got a few big movies coming out. Let's give folks a preview here.
It's coming right for us!
All right, peoples. So we got some movies coming out this week. I've already seen one of them. Jungle Cruise. Disney is taking more and more of their rides and just making movies out of them. Fun adventure movie. Check it out this weekend if you're looking forward for that. One that I think all of us are looking forward to, A24's The Green Knight.
Fuck yes. Ooh, yeah.
Medieval, Dev Patel, A24 weirdness. It looks visually appealing. Check that one out, people. And then these 2 other ones, I think, Seth, you're going to finally check out Pig of the Barnyard Cinematic Universe, correct?
Yep. Gonna go see Pig.
This is a follow-up to Cow, and I think a lead-up into Lamb coming later this year.
First Cow, which I did see First Cow, actually.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah. That was during the midst of the pandemic. It was on VOD.
They called it that because he was the first Avenger of the Barnyard group.
This is true.
Pig. Nick Cage is in it. Hopefully, I'll try to see that one. And then, what's Stillwater, sir? You're gonna have to let me know.
That's Matt Damon. I believe I saw the trailer once, so I think it's a little bit foggy. But it's I think
I got this. He's going to
daughter?
Mexico. His daughter, who's a college student, is charged with murder in Mexico, and he's
geez.
trying to get her out of jail by any means necessary. So,
any means.
it does look good. I think it looks good.
it's got decent reviews on Tomatoes, so
Yeah. Matt Damon's getting ready to flex on him. So keep an eye out for that. What did we have, Jared? Stillwater, Jungle Cruise, Green Knight, and Pig?
Yes, it is. And a quick thing to answer Alex's question. It is on Disney Plus Premier Access for $30 if you want to do that instead of go to the movie theater. I don't know if this is the last Premier Access movie or not.
I hope so.
So stay tuned.
I paid to watch Raya. I wasn't disappointed with that. But
That movie's good.
It's not something I want to make a habit of. So we got a few. Those are the things coming out this weekend. We're going to review those next week. So make sure you join us 7 days from now for that
7 days.
episode.
It's coming right for us!
And what do we got here? We're just about done. Before we do get into one more thing and bounce you out of here, you know what? Never mind. We're going to wait. There's one more kind of giveaway thing that we're going to do, but we'll do that after we give you one more thing.
But I'm down to one more thing.
My one more thing I didn't think enough about So I will just say that Dave, this second season of Dave is in the middle of it right now. I think there's only a couple episodes left, so we'll be doing a full review in a couple of weeks here. Really enjoying season 2 of Dave. Maybe not as much as season 1, but it is full. Like if you're into Dave, this is like fucking Dave. Like you can tell they've got a little bit more room to get creative, and I'm really enjoying it. Really dig Dave. And so that's a show I'm enjoying, and I'm getting ready to get into Ted Lasso, which is another one I've been looking forward to. So it's a good TV summer.
Stuff. Real quick, I had a theory with Dave, because the season of Dave is primarily about him having like kind of writer's block, and creatively he's not producing as much. I almost want to, and also in real life, Lil Dicky hasn't come out with new music in quite some time. I almost wonder is if the end of the season he'll like break free from the writer's block and come up with an album, and then he'll also end the season with dropping an album in real life too.
That'd be crazy.
That's just my theory.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm for it. Love it.
Yeah, we will see, peoples. My one more thing, I don't know, I blanked on it. I had something written down.
Do you want me to go and you can?
Yeah. If I can find it in my notes.
Talking about TV, that's good right now. One show that I discovered recently, on because I watched Ted Lasso and I got 6 months free of Apple TV Plus thanks to being a PS5 owner, is a show on Apple TV Plus called Shmigadoon. Yeah, it's hard to pronounce. It stars Keegan-Michael Key and Cecily Strong. They're a couple who are kind of going through a rough patch in their relationship. They go on a couple's retreat, and they end up, it's like in the woods, and they end up going down a wrong turn, and they end up in a world that is a musical, like a 1950s or so musical, and they are not able to leave until true love is found, whether it's themselves or other people in the town. And so they Keegan-Michael Key doesn't like being in the musical, whereas Cecily Strong does. So there's a fun dynamic there. It's got like Kimmy Schmidt vibes in terms of the humor and stuff. The songs are really funny. There's a song about corn pudding that I can't stop singing.
That's what that was? That was weird. Corn
pudding. It's hilarious. I really enjoyed the show so far. It's fucking wacky and hilarious. The cast, like in general, is pretty good. That Fred Armisen's in it. If you have Apple TV Plus and have a subscription to watch Ted Lasso, or if you have a PS5, ding, then check out Shmigadoon.
Shmigadoon.
Kiss my butt if you have a PS5. But I can't wait to watch.
Did you see 10 million was sold though? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, man.
10 million, and I'm not
crazy. Man.
Jared, what do you got?
I would like to say I have a PS5. That is it.
That's our show, folks. I appreciate everyone joining us, motherfuckers.
Oh, I thought you were actually going to end the show.
No.
I should have.
Yeah, you should have.
No, don't bail him out. You're mad at him.
My one more thing. I'm just going to give a couple thank yous. Just obviously over on TikTok. Again, thank you for 200,000 followers, which is crazy. Also, people, my post said million. That's called a joke. So don't text me and say I'm an idiot. And then 2, thank you for everyone for sticking on this podcast, letting it become what it has, and we got a lot of cool things coming up. So all of what you're seeing, this new upgrade package, the website, the social medias, go and follow us on all of this stuff up here. Become mailing list peoples and all of that. Like it's good stuff. So thank you.
Boom. I would echo Jared's thank you. Don't forget to go follow him on TikTok and on the YouTubes. If you're here now, hit the subscribe button wherever it is. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. That's a big help. Click on that one, and yeah, go watch Shmigadoon, and watch out for Dave if you haven't caught that yet. So that's one more thing. Let's wrap this thing up here.
But I'm down to one more thing.
Okay, our final giveaway for the night is, you guys are going to be pissed at me, and I'm sorry for this. I overpromised earlier because I forgot what we had talked about. We're not completing our final giveaway tonight. We are going to tell you how to qualify for the giveaway, and you will have an advantage in qualifying yourselves. What we want you to do is click on wherever it is you can find a link, or just go to sociallyconstipatedpod.com, which is over there above Jared's head, and pick an episode, any episode, and leave us a comment. We're going to take all of the names of people who have left us a comment, and when we record, you'll have about a week, a little under a week, to drop us a comment, and we're going to draw from the comments. And you know what? Why don't we do this? Within reason, we'll see how well this goes. If you comment more than once, maybe you'll get multiple entries. So get out there, interact with the page. It's helping us get things rolling by getting that engagement. So you're really helping out the show if you get out there. Leave us a comment and we can chat.
How about this?
Whatever, Michael B. Jordan or whatever you want.
How about this? You you can comment. You can enter up to 3 times, 1 per episode. But you have to comment something that happened in the episode. So you actually have to listen to it. You can't just comment poop or something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
even though
poop is in
that's a
most of
good
the
guess.
episodes,
That
so
is a good
That's a
bet.
good guess, yeah. But you have to comment specifically on something that happened in the episode. So you can have up to 3 entries.
There you go. It's as easy as that. This giveaway, we'll tell you this, movie tickets. You're going to get a pair of movie tickets to the theater near you. We gave a pair to Jared a few weeks ago, and he gave them back. He said, give them to the people, man.
Yeah.
I'm a
Share the
philanthropist
wealth.
at heart. I got to share the wealth. You know,
The people's champion.
the people's champion.
It's
That's
the
what I love,
people's
man.
weed.
I would echo what Jared said before. Thank you for carrying us over this threshold into Socially Constipated. You have made this last month by far our most successful in terms of the amount of listens. So we're very happy that you guys have continued and are enjoying the shows. We love the conversations that are happening. So keep doing that. You're going to be rewarded with a lot of new stuff that is coming out very soon, and we can't wait to start talking about it. So again, thank you to all of you for making this a reality for us. Don't forget to check out the website, leave comments, become an Anchor Wanker, hit the like and the subscribe button on your way out of here. Again, this episode drops on Friday. We'll be back on Monday with Socially Constipated for next week and back on our usual schedule. So again, thank you to all of you for joining us here and being part of the conversation. Hope you had some fun. I know we did. And that's going to wrap up this episode of the Entertainment Outhouse. For Jared Buckendahl and Seth Ott, I've been Cody Michael, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
I hit it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, you hit it twice.
I hit it twice, so now I got it. Yeah, I hit it.
Bye.